All right, we're gonna get straight into it. So look, a lot is coming through right now. It's a lot on my mind, so I felt cool to make a YouTube video just because I feel like these videos be healing for me, and I feel like they're also definitely potentially and will be, healing for anybody who watched them. Just because it's like the type of person I am. It's like I feel like I have very healing energy just by being who I am, and I feel that's true for a lot of people. But just speaking on myself, I feel like I have very healing energy, and I feel like the more I come into my true and authentic self, um, that healing energy is at its most potent, if that makes sense. So the main things really I'm feeling called to speak on at the moment is balance, and also being of value, and um just I want to speak on this next chapter I'm entering into my life, which is so much unknown about it. Like I feel like the biggest thing I'm experiencing right now, I feel a lot of eagerness to express myself, which is one thing that I'm still navigating and figuring out, right? Because for me, right, I have moments and I have times, periods of times where I get super talkative and super self-expressive, and then I have a lot more often times where I'm just a lot more introspective and just more in my mind and more thinking and just not expressing myself, like just observing overall and just staying to myself and just not speaking my mind. And I think I'm going through this transition, and I've been going through this transition for a long time. Like this isn't new for me. Like, bro, like I'm literally for a long time, I've realized that communication and self-expression, like those two things are so big for me. And I'm just learning day by day to be more intentional about communicating more and expressing myself more. But I also at the same time, I always let things play out naturally and just go day by day, and even moment to moment, just not figuring out, but just going based off the vibes that's around me. Like sometimes I'll be around certain people and I won't feel comfortable for whatever reasons. And I'm the type of person, I express myself most when I'm most comfortable is a big part of it. And also when I just get in certain moods or I get in certain mental spaces, like right now, clearly, you feel what I'm saying? Within myself, I clearly see like right now is just a time I feel very self-expressive. And like I said, like it's just I know I have healing energy, and I feel like also as far as my content go, like it's already been like this, but even more so, like I just want to be more comfortable talking about my own personal experiences and what I'm going through, because I feel like people can learn just as much, even if not more, of me literally just talking about what I'm going through than they potentially or could get from me trying to give advice. You know what I'm saying? Like me talking about what I'm going through may help somebody way more than me just trying to tell or give advice of what I think people may need to hear. Because the truth be told, everybody needs to hear something different. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like going with the flow is so important, because like, and also just letting things play out naturally. Because at the end of the day, like I could intuitively sit here, and at times I'll do, like I'll get on social media or I'll make content and I'll just give whatever advice I feel called to speak on the moment. And I feel like that plays its role too. But I'm finding that balance, again, that balance word coming up of doing that and also just expressing what I'm going through. Because at the end of the day, they both can be helpful. And tying that into the other thing I wanted to speak on is being of value, bro. Like in this past chapter of my life that I'm kind of coming out of, I've came to a clear realization that like being positive and being of value is literally the best thing that you could do in this life. Like literally just like that is what a lot of this life thing is about. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, if you're not valuable, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it gets deep though too, because this is what I'm feeling called to say at the moment. Do not ever feel like you have to be valuable or have to be positive in order to be worth something to other people. You could be going through the worst depression of your life. You could feel more lost than ever, more confused than ever, more afraid than ever. You could feel any of those things, and you are still valuable. Even at your worst moments, know that you are valuable through your worst moments. Because I feel like a lot of times we go through our hardest and worst times, and it makes us feel worthless. It makes us feel like we're not worthy or deserving of other people's love or support. And the truth be told, those is the moments when you really see who really fuck with you, who really love you, who really support you. Because it's easy to support and love a person when they're in a super good mood and they're putting out positive energy and they're providing value. It's easy to support and love people at those times. That's where the whole thing of, I've spoke on this recently too, of unconditional versus conditional love, bro. Get that conditional love away from you. And the easiest way to figure out who's who, bro, is literally being authentic, literally being transparent. Because when you tell people how you really feel, that's when you see the real them. When you, it's literally like how people talk about, and I've experienced this myself, like everybody else is literally just a mirror for you to learn from and just experience life in a general sense. But getting back to the point of, I was going somewhere with that, but boom, I lost train of thought. But going back to the whole value thing, bro, like, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Just yeah, you find out who's who, bro, when you be authentic, because through your own authenticity, it brings out who other people really are. You see other people more clearly because this is the thing, right? When you wear a different mask and you don't fully express yourself and be who you truly are, you're not getting the version of people that you would get if you were being authentic, right? You're getting a different version of people because they're responding and reacting to you differently, because you're literally at times you're being a different person based on the way you act and based on the way you express yourself and all these different things, like they all tie together. But going back to like the main point I'm hitting at, bro, is just a reminder to you, like, deep down inside, we all know our value deep at the core, but a lot of times we can forget, and we can forget severely at times and just get lost in the sauce and all these different type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think any type of, whether you want to call it a mental illness or whatever you want to call it, stress, depression, anxiety, this, that, the third, whatever, all the different names, whatever you want to call it, at the end of the day, essentially, it's you being out of alignment. It's your own intelligence turning against you, you not knowing how to handle and work with your own intelligence. And then we put all these different names on it. But I got this literally saying it's essentially your intelligence turning against you from a guru that I've watched for a long time and I strongly resonate with a lot of things. Certain things I don't resonate with at times, and I don't fully relate or resonate with certain things. But a lot of things that this guru I'm talking about says, like, hit home and hit true for me. So that's one thing he says too, is like, essentially all these things that we going through is us not knowing how to handle our own intelligence, and that intelligence turning against us, right? So there's all that, you feel what I'm saying? And I just think for the most part, I've really come to learn how to love myself and realize my own worth, but I still have more to go as far as like just being who I truly want to be. For the most part, I am who I want to be, but like, I'm still becoming that person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not all the way there yet. And I feel like that's part of life though. Like, you're always going to becoming more. There's always going to be room for improvement and all that. But I don't know. Like, it's a question that's just popping into my head right now, coming through, like, will I ever feel like the greatest version of myself? Because the best time to do it is now. Like, I feel like the best affirmation for what I'm speaking on right now is I am the greatest version of myself, and always operating out of that mindset, which I feel like, I don't know, it's like I see the vision and whatever else, but I feel like I'm still getting there. Like, one day I want to be able to wake up every single day of my life and have a knowing deep within my heart and my soul that I am the greatest version of myself, and live my life like that. But me speaking truthfully, I don't know if I'll ever get there. I don't know if I'm supposed to get there. I don't know. Like, it's a lot of unknown. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's always room for improvement. So how can you ever truly become the greatest version of yourself if there's always room for improvement? You know what I'm saying? But it's a perspective thing for sure. But yeah, I just felt to get on here and speak just because it's a lot of things that's coming through in spirit right now. And I felt the need to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's later at night. I don't have nobody to call and speak to. And sometimes, honestly, it's easy for me. Sometimes, depending on the person and all that, sometimes it'd be easier for me to just get in front of this camera and let it all out. And it's healthy for me. It's an outlet. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's healing. It's not all for me. This is healing for other people as well. And I know that. And that's my intention. And that's the energy I'm putting out into the world. So I know that that's how it's going to manifest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, bro, literally, like I said, like, one of the biggest things coming through, I already said it, I'm gonna say it again, bro. Know that you gonna really see who's who when you're at your lowest moments. Because when you at them lowest moments and you realize and you see who's still there for you, who's still trying to help you, like, and that's one thing, bro, I've experienced this a lot, and I feel like it's one of like the worst like heartbreaks I went through just in a light general life sense is, bro, like at my worst moments, a lot of people dead ass gave up on me, bro. A lot of people wasn't there for me. I went through the majority of my lowest moments alone. That's a fact. That's not me. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's me being real with myself and with child, bro. Like, that's been my experience of life. You know what I'm saying? I've been through low moments and all that where people was there at times, yeah, whatever. But bro, I went through the worst alone. And that's what made me who I am, bro. That's what made me so strong. That's what made me so just have so much insight into life in general and so mentally advanced is like another way that you could say, you know what I'm saying? And I know God created everything equal at the end of the day. Everything is equal in value, in terms of value, but it's just like at the end of the day, we all unique. You know what I'm saying? Some people is going to have stronger capabilities and abilities in certain areas of life, and the next person is going to have strong capabilities and abilities in another area of life. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. Like, we all have different gifts, different capability, and all that different type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never, like, I've had it a little bit, but for the most part, like, I've always known that, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm not above anybody and I'm not below anybody. Like, I've struggled with that very slightly at times, but for the most part, like, I've always known that deep down inside. And I'll be honest though, at times, like, really fully coming to terms with that, it hurt at certain points in times, because it's like, damn, bro, like, it's like part of me wanted to be better than other people, but I feel like that literally just stemmed from me not knowing my true value. When you really know your true value, you no longer fit. And this is me speaking, like I said, from going through this shit. You literally, bro, when you realize your true value, you feel no need to be better than anybody else, because you know that you're truly valuable regardless of what the fuck anybody else in this world got going on. I promise you that, bro. Like literally, bro, it don't matter what anybody else in this world is going through, bro. At the end of the day, like, we're all living our own individual unique lives. We're all unique, we're all different, we're all special. Some people be like, nobody special. To me, I like saying everybody special. I feel like it's two different ways of saying the same shit. At the end of the day, is basically just saying we all equal, but I just like to say we all special, because, feel me, I feel like that's a positive outlook on it. I feel like that's a positive, you know what I'm saying? But everybody, you know what I'm saying, people going to resonate and think what they want to think and believe what they want to believe at the end of the day based on where they at in life. But yeah, man, I kind of feel called to wrap up the video. I'm just trying to see if anything else is coming through at the moment to get out there. Yeah, know that, you know what I'm saying, like, wherever you at in your life, I've said this, I'm gonna say this shit for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It's always light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? No matter how dark it is, it's always light at the end. You know what I'm saying? We go through these things to return back to the light, to return back to the love. That's where, you know what I'm saying, in the end, it's all love. It's all goodness. It's all greatness. It's all you know what I'm saying, any positive thing you could think of, like, that's what it really is in the end. You know what I'm saying? And overall, in terms of just the fact of the miracle of life is a way to put it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just if you going through dark times, know that you gonna be all right, bro. I promise you, bro. Like, I've been through a lot of fucked up, dark, traumatic, whatever word you want to use, and I came out better than ever. I came out great. I came out strong. I came out a warrior. I came out a soldier. I came out, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm truly beyond grateful for everything I went through, because it made me into the person I am, and I love who I am now. Like, I wasn't always like this, bro. I ain't always love myself. I ain't always see the value in myself. I ain't even see the value in life itself, bro. Like, I don't speak on this in this specific way, but just me being blunt, bro, I went through a lot of deep depression as like a teenager, bro. Like, not even as an adult, like as a teenager, bro. And I know I'm not the only one, but me speaking on my own situation, bro, like, it was a lot of points in times where I dead ass didn't see the value in life. Like, I've had a lot of times where I just felt like this shit is meaningless. Like, what the fuck am I here for? Like, why? Like, I just always question, like, what? Like, I literally didn't see the value, bro. I didn't understand why life was the way it is. Like, I looked at life and I just was so ungrateful, and I was just so pessimistic, and I was just so like, everything in life just was like down, because it was just like, I didn't see the light. I didn't see the positivity. I was just so caught up in the darkness, and just overall, like, I feel like the best word is just, I was just so pessimistic. And when you're in that negative, and you have more, and you have all your beliefs, or most of your beliefs are negative, bro, it's just divine law, bro. It's literally when most of your beliefs are negative, there's no other way for you to experience life but to feel those lower and those negative vibrations, because that's the frequency you're at that point in time. But the beauty of it is, once you learn to replace the negative beliefs with positive beliefs, and you really understand what that means and what that process is, and you learn how to do it, and you practice it day to day, and you continue to program your subconscious mind with positive thoughts, and you start tuning into positive people and surrounding yourself by positive people to the best of your ability, or just start like self-love and self-care routines and doing all these things, bro, like, you get to a point where it's like all that inner work pays off, period. Like, if you do the inner work, you do the shadow work, you work with the shadow, yo, bro, like, like I said, it pays off, and you'll get to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing, I'm gonna just say to wrap up the video, like I said, like, it's so many different ways to word it, but like I said, it's light at the end of the tunnel at the end of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna just wrap up the video with that. You know what I'm saying? I hope this was healing for you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? And I wish you well on your journey, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, peace, love.